Hey guys, what's up? It's Sarah and welcome back to my channel. As you would have read by the title, today I'm bringing you my travel makeup essentials, and this will actually be the products that I'm bringing away and the little bag that I'm bringing away. So I have everything in here. Now this doesn't weigh too much, maybe a kilo, if not even less. So it's in this little bag and it opens up like this. And so there are two compartments like this and a little slot in the middle, which is where I'm keeping my palette. So I'm going to show you everything in the bag. Also, there'll be some little snippets of how I apply it, but it's more about the product, why I'm bringing it, and why these really are the just essentials that you need when you travel, or at least what I'm going to be bringing when I go away next week. If you want to learn about my travel makeup essentials, please keep on watching. So the look I've created with these products is actually on my face right here, demonstrated for you, so you'll be able to see how this product performs on my face like right now. Let's just start by, so I'll show you, this is the little setup. I've got makeup in one side, brushes in the other. So we'll just go step by step. For primer, I'm bringing the MAC Strobe Cream. This is just the white one. Silver Light, yep, that's what it's called. And my NYX Angel Veil Primer. Now, the reason I'm bringing these two is because these are tried and tested, my ultimate favorite primers. This one's really good for my cheek area because I have combination skin. I'm not really that oily, but I can get a bit oily throughout the day. So I don't like to apply this everywhere. I just keep it to my cheeks, and also it's really nice on its own if you just want to add a bit of glow to your skin if it's looking a bit dull. And this one, this is really great for filling in the pores and also controlling oils. So the two together work perfectly and yeah, create a really good base for underneath foundation. For foundation, I'm obviously going to be bringing my Maybelline 24 Hour Super Stay Foundation. This is in the shade True Ivory. This honestly is holy grail. It's as good as it gets, I think. My favorite of all time foundation. I've got it on my skin now. Depending on what primer you use underneath, you can make this dewy, you can make it matte, obviously depending on powder, but the last on this thing is insane. It's gonna last all day, you know you're not gonna have to touch up that much, and yeah, it's just an absolute staple. To apply this, for the video I use my beauty blender, but while I'm away I plan to open up a new beauty blender. So I use my old one today, but I wanna open a new one. I think treat yourself, so I'm gonna open this new one for when I'm away. And I'm also bringing the Real Techniques Expert Face Brush. As you guys would know if you watch my channel, I like to apply first, buff it into the skin with this brush, and then I'll buff it out with the beauty blender to create that really nice finish. So yeah, this combination is killer. In terms of powder, I'm bringing a few. So first off, I'm bringing the RCMA No Color Powder, which usually comes in a little box about this big, a little tub, and there's heaps of product in there, but I've depotted it into this little container. It's just translucent powder, and I can shake it out onto the lid, and it's just easy to apply this way rather than the packaging that it comes in. Yeah, so the RCMA powder I'm using as my translucent powder to set underneath my eyes and anywhere that creases. To keep me matte and to make my makeup last a bit longer, I am then going to be setting my face through the T-zone with a bit of the Rimmel Stay Matte powder. This is in the shade 01 Transparent. This is a great powder to control oil. And then throughout the day, I'm going to be touching up with my trusty Australis Fresh and Flawless powder. I have the shade Light Beige. This is really good if your makeup kind of wears off a bit. You can just pat it on and honestly the coverage appears right away. This is so full coverage for foundation powder. It's just a staple. If I want to have a no makeup day and just use concealer, I can use this, which speaking of, I haven't mentioned concealer. The concealer I'm bringing is the Maybelline Fit Me Concealer in the shade 05. This is the lightest one, just to bring some light back to my face. Again, on no makeup days, I like to prime, and then I'll use concealer under my eyes through my T-zone, buff that out with my beauty blender, and then I'll just use this Australis Fresh and Flawless powder for the rest of my face, and honestly, you're good to go. It's a really natural base, but has really good lasting power. Like, I don't understand how a powder can stay on your face so long. For cheek products, I'm only bringing one blush and one bronzer. For bronzer, I'm taking the Balm Bahama Mama bronzer. I've picked this, mine is old and gross, but I've picked this because it's a great contour color, as you can see, as well as a bronzer. So it just gives you a really nice shade in the areas that you want to bring a bit of shade, but also some warmth. And yeah, it's not too orange and it's not too cool tone, so you can kind of use it as an all-in-one. And for blush, mine is so old, but I'm taking the Milani Baked Blush in Luminoso. This is literally my favorite thing in the entire world. I want the whole collection of baked blushes from Milani because they are so freaking good. But yeah, I've got it on my cheeks today. It's just really glowy and natural, and yeah, perfect flush for when you're away. To apply those products, I am bringing my Morphe M405 brush. Now this one, it was really like tight when I first bought it, but as I've washed it, it's kind of frayed. But I actually like the fact that it's gotten a bit, the hairs have expanded a little bit and kind of deformed from their original shape, because it makes it really easy to get into the hollows of the cheeks. You can still get a line, you know, of your contour and really keep that sharp by using the edge of the brush. But when you want to bronze, it's really good for blending throughout the rest of your face. So I actually really like the shape of this brush now. I didn't used to, but I've learned to love it. For blush, I am bringing this whopping big brush. This is the Morphe M527 brush. Again, this was a lot smaller when I first had it, but it's expanded as I've washed it. That's okay, because of the fact that the hairs are quite far apart, it's really easy to just get a nice, even application of blush and not apply it too heavy in one spot, because you don't want to be looking like a clown, obviously. In terms of powder brushes, for the powders that I mentioned, I am going to be bringing this Models Prefer, oh, the thing's nearly rubbed off, 104 brush, I think, powder and bronzer brush for powdering the rest of my face if I need to with the Australis powder. And this, I don't know what the name of this is called, but it's basically the smaller one of the fat one. I think it's the tapered contour brush, I don't know. But this is literally the best thing to set underneath the eyes and even in like little crevices. I use it to set through my T-zone as well. I love the shape of these brushes, and yeah, these are fantastic for powder. For highlighter, I'm bringing my MAC Soft and Gentle highlight. I have hit pan well and truly on this and have a new one waiting for me, but I'm determined to finish this bad guy off first. As you can see, it creates the most beautiful glow, almost kind of wet looking. That's the highlighter I have on now, obviously. To apply this, I am bringing a couple of brushes. It will really depend on my mood and the day, but I have this kind of, I think this is the tapered contour brush from Real Techniques. Rubbed off again because I used the crap out of this thing. This is really good to just get it like even application on the cheeks, right in the cheekbone. You can bring it down here. In the application video, you'll see I bring it onto my brow bone and above my brow. This creates a highlight either side of the brow, which I think is really flattering. For the smaller areas like inner corners of the eyes or down the center of the nose, I'm just using a Morphe M433 brush. This is just a smaller blending brush, which I like to use for highlight because obviously you can really be precise on where you apply the highlight. So yeah, love those ones. For eyeshadow, the palette that I have chosen to take, although I could just use my bronzer and highlight, I thought it would be good to give myself a bit of option while I was away, is the Modern Renaissance palette by Anastasia Beverly Hills. I picked this one because they've got a few colours in there as well as your neutral shades that you can kind of use for every day. So today I just put in my crease, the shade Raw Sienna just here, and I put a bit of tempera on my lid with my finger and gently patted only a tiny bit of this gold Primavera shade just to create a little bit of dimension on the eye. I really like how soft and natural this look is, and yeah, in terms of an everyday eyeshadow, it's just easy peasy, and it has a nice mirror in there as well for when I go away. I've chosen 4 extra brushes, so I think 2 are the same. Yeah, so I'm bringing away, that's crazy, wow. 3, sorry, of the Morphe M433s. These are just really good blending brushes. I actually want to order some more of these because these are good. These are great for in the crease and just really easy blending brushes, and it's good to have a couple, so I'm bringing those 2. I'm also taking the Morphe M506 if I want to add a bit of a darker shade in the outer kind of V area. This one's really good for getting in that corner and just blending lightly through there if I want to add a bit of detail one day. And then to apply the shimmer shades, I'm bringing the M124, which is basically a flat top brush, and you can just easily wipe it over the eyelid and pack on the shades as well if you want. For mascara, I'm opening a new one for when I'm away. I'm so excited. I'm taking my CoverGirl Clump Crusher. This thing is bomb diggity. I use this all the time. I've been using it for years. It's just staple, and the wand is great for really getting into that lash line and like combing through the lashes. I prefer plastic ones over to ones with hairs, so this one is plastic. Yeah, it just provides the most nice lashes. Obviously you can have the opinion of that, but I think my lashes look good, so yeah. Now I'm not taking an eyelash curler because I plan on getting my eyelashes lifted and tinted for when I go away. At that appointment as well, I'm going to be getting my eyebrows hennaed, so I won't really have to fill them in very much. I filled them in today because they're not done yet. I'm really excited to not have to fill them in that much, but just in case that I do have to fill it in or want to add a bit more definition to the brows, I'm bringing my Foolproof Brow Powder by Benefit in the shade number 3. Mine is so old and gross, don't really want you to look at it. It's a really good powder and does the job. Staple, I've been using for ages, probably time to get a new one. I'm in denial. And then to comb through the brows, I'll probably be putting this in every day anyway, just because it's like makes your brows look 10 times hairier, and I don't have a lot of hairs in my brows. So is the Brow Artist Plumper. I'm sure if you are a repeated viewer of my channel, you would know about this product. This is great. It adds fibers to the brows to make them look a bit fuller, as well as adding color and thickness. So really love these two products. For applying the powder, I'm bringing the Morphe 158, which has a spoolie on the end, which is also really useful. It's just a synthetic angled thin brush to fill in the brows, and yeah, spoolie, so good stuff. Also, I'm bringing this tiny little guy. So this is the M250-1, I don't know, brush, and as I have done today, I used the shade Warm Taupe from the Anastasia palette, and I just gently dotted on some freckles. I think this looks really cute, and when you're kind of not putting on a lot of makeup, this kind of makes it look more natural as well, and I really like the little fake freckle look, and they're really easy to do. They take 5 seconds, so yeah, I'm bringing that little brush to be able to do those. In terms of lip products, I am bringing 3 glosses. I'm not bringing any lipsticks because they always annoy me. They're too hard to maintain. Yeah, they dry my lips out. My lips are pretty dry at the moment actually, but I might end up bringing a red lipstick. At the moment, I'm set on bringing these 3 lip products. So I'm taking 2 of the NYX Butter Glosses, one in Angel Food Cake and the other in Creme Brulee. I have Creme Brulee on at the moment. It's just a really pale gloss. Really love these shades. One is kind of a bit deeper. The Angel Food Cake one's a bit deeper, whereas Creme Brulee is not as deep, but pale like this, but still a really nice wash of colour on the lips. And then I also really like this. I think it's a Clinique. It's some kind of Clinique chubby stick or something. I don't know. I'm running out of it though, but it's really good. It's just kind of a red rub-on lip tint, and it stains your lips. And yeah, I really love this just for a bit of colour. And yeah, these things are bomb. What is this? This is in the shade 45 Romantic, and I'm fairly sure it's by Clinique. Yeah, really cool. And to finish off the makeup, I'm not bringing MAC Fix Plus, which is a big surprise to me, but instead I'm taking the Maybelline Master Fix setting spray. It's cheap. I know I can get it over there if I need to buy more, and yeah, it's a pretty good setting spray and will do the job for while I'm away. And all of that will fit nicely into here. Also, I'm taking a little bag. I've got to buy some more, but of Q-tips. Yeah, I'm just going to keep in this little bag and also keep in there for any mistakes that I make as well. There you go. There is all of my travel makeup. It's crazy to actually talk about it, and I probably won't be uploading this video until I'm actually away, so future Sarah, doing well. You went on the holiday, yeah. These are my absolute staples, and I'm so excited to be able to use just like my core products while I'm away, and I know they'll do the job, and it's easy and it's quick, and it'll take me like 20 minutes or less, so I know that I can be killer for the day and take some good pics and not have to worry about touching up my makeup too much. And if I do, I've got the Australis powder and magnifique. If you like this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, and if you didn't, please leave, and I will see you guys very soon with another video. I am probably, as I mentioned, away, so these are all stacked up, and I'm pre-filming a bunch for you so I can keep up the content, and when I get back there'll be a bunch of vlogs, so yeah, get keen. Thanks so much guys, I'll see you soon. Bye!